Oh, yeah. Yeah. All right. Yep. So everybody has have a look at the car, and so far they all like it. Today we're gonna do something different to the car. We're not gonna bring it up to Genting. We're gonna come back and look at it later on when the sky's brighter. All right, and check out the little features of the new C40 Recharge.
Make us more comfortable.
It's more comfortable.
Yay!
Well, mommy's not here. You get to sit in the front.
Yay!
You get to sit mommy's spot. Okay, put the strap behind you, right?
Bye.
Okay. Let's go. Let's look for Uncle Thomas and Erica. Okay. Can the camera see you?
Yeah. Hello.
Sure.
No.
See, electric cars are so quiet, huh? So I just checked. There seems to be no blinds that you can close, but the panel glass on top is heavily tinted, so I can look at the sun direct and it doesn't glare my eyes, so not bad, not bad. But of course I would have hoped, I thought it has some electrochromatic thing that you can press a button and then it goes opaque and all that. But anyway, now would I pay an extra 10,000 ringgit for this over the XC40? Even though the XC40 looks really good, to be honest, but I might, because there's just that lifestyle thing. It's a bit like, you look at a Cayenne, right, and then you see a Cayenne GT. It's different, even though in every measurable manner you're getting less of everything, right? Um, the the sloping roof takes away from a little bit of headroom, a little bit of luggage space, but the fact that it gives you a more stylish profile, yeah, just like a GLC coupe versus a GLC, or an X4 versus an X3, and if the difference is only 10,000 ringgit, hey, yeah. Especially a small SUV like this. I mean, for larger cars, the practicality and all that comes into play, but most people who buy this segment is either for young families, short distance driving in the city, daily use, or as a personal luxury. Basically, it's like your own car, your own space, your own yoga mats at the back, your sports shoes, and yeah, this is, I yeah, this segment of cars, I thought it would. My initial reaction to them was like, isn't that pointless? But after being around for around 10 years, these kind of cars, yeah, we have to thank BMW X6 for creating this. And everybody was like, back then everybody was like, what? How does that make sense? It makes sense. You just feel cooler, and now people accept it. Yep. And when Audi created the A5 Sportback from the A4 as well, a 4-door version of a 2-door version of a 4-door car. Here, so I've came to this place and shot a video before with Mark Francis is here. This Mark Francis is our Evo Club member. All of us bought houses from him. It's a beautiful place. Now, earlier on, I took the XC40 EV and drove it for about a week, and my family members love it. Then me and Thomas decided to pull a stunt. driving all the way to JB and back on one day. Now, as you understand, EV cars, I think it's fascinating Malaysians now. Everybody is talking about EV cars. Everybody wants to get their hands on one. The thing is, they are designed like this one that can go like 450 kilometers range, some 400, some 300 plus, some 199, 200. The reason being because EVs work really great for your daily usage. That means you go to work, you go grocery, you go saloon and all that. They're not exactly designed for long distance driving, even though if you pay more, you get to buy some that has larger and larger capacity batteries that will allow you for longer distance drive. No matter how, the general consensus or the balance in between. So they were mostly designed for, let's say, 400 or 500 kilometers of driving, and then presumably you need to rest. So when you rest, you plug your car in to the AC charger, it charges up about 6 to 7 hours, and then you get like an 80%, 90% charge. Then you can do your return journey the next day. So when we did that crazy stunt of like driving down 400 plus km and driving back 400, almost 400 km, in total we drove about 700 plus km, almost 800, and we have to use the fast chargers, the DC chargers. Now DC chargers, when you plug and then the electrons gush out, fully charge up the car in 30 minutes, you are buying time with money. So we spent about 700 ringgit on fast charging that day. To a lot of people who think that, hey, that's mad, but that's roughly the same as if we were to drive our ICE cars, and then we usually pump VPower Racing, right? So more or less there. So I had the XC40 for such a long time, and when the C40, which is this one, when this one was launched, I thought it's gonna drive roughly the same with a sloping roof. And I've driven it, and I was wrong. This car drives different. So not just that it has a sloping roof, it's a lot sportier in its whole presentation to the customer. So at first the impression is, it's just a sloping roof version of an XC40. Even the pricing, is only 10,000 ringgit more than the XC40. But when I drove it, it feels so different. For those who understand, the front end is a lot sharper. It's as if the casters were pulled in, as if, I do not know. But the feeling is that, instead of a car that just wants to track straight, and a little bit soft around the corner so that it's comfortable, which is the XC40. The XC40 has an excellent chassis. The fundamentals is a car that drives well, but it was set up to be more comfortable, more family. This one is still comfortable, but the front end is a lot sharper. It turns in very, very eager. So in terms of differences, apart from the roof line, everything else is largely the same. The interior, the powertrain, 400 something horsepower, 660 Newton meters. All right, so it's very powerful, very fast. All right, it goes like 0 to 100 in 4.7 seconds. So it's a more lifestyle approach to the XC40. The boot space is only smaller by marginally. The rear seats are still the same. The rather upright seats are still there, but you get knee room. And as for headroom, I have like 1 or 2 fingers left. And then there's a glass panoramic roof at the back. All right. Now, again, I want to say this. Actually, the seat back angle is similar to the Porsche Macan. But because the Macan has less leg room, knee room, you don't feel like slouching. But this one has knee room, so you tend to want to slouch, and that's where you felt the seat back is straight. So all in all, the market segment is for young families. Kids will love it. Kids love it when the seat base is short because their thighs aren't as long they can bend their knees down. For certain cars with very long seat base is longer than where their knees fold, their legs are left dangling there and they don't feel comfortable. So this is the kind of balance in design. It's designed for younger families, all right? The front, again, is largely the same, but there's this pattern that changes color. Daytime, you see it's dark. You don't see much, but if you get close up, you will see almost like a pictorial representation of some cliff or something. But it's interesting nonetheless. But at night, the whole panel lights up a dim glow, which is pretty elegant. So everything inside here is classic Volvo, which we've gotten familiar with. They've now updated the infotainment system to a Google-based infotainment system. So you get Google Maps by default, which means this is the only premium car, even though it has, but it's the only premium car that you don't feel like you are stressed to want to hook up your Android Auto or Apple CarPlay, because by default, the navigation system is Google. It's not ridiculous to say this has the best in-car navigation in the whole business. You know, BMW owners, Mercedes owners, you will know what I'm saying if you fire up your navigation. Okay, wireless charging here, USB-C, everything is there. The one that I really like, ladies love it too. The little dustbin is still here. Okay, you can throw your rubbish in. Yep, everything is still that very familiar, very usable interior that Volvos are famous for. Okay, and the adaptive cruise control is also one of the best. And this car also comes with really high-grade speakers, Harman Kardon, and they're powerful and nice. So yeah, I think that's the reason why the XC40 remains one of the most popular premium EVs out there. Even the non-EV version is very, very popular because it's a car that was executed well, looks good, and very practical for family. For those first time watching, look at the door card. Look at the entire door card. This is the biggest door card in the business. For car makers to hollow out such a large piece, right, usually the plastic will be super flimsy. So Volvo strengthened it. And the reason they make it so big is because they realize a lot of ladies, especially working ladies, they hold their laptops not in bulky laptop bags because it doesn't look good on them, right? They dress up well and carry a laptop bag. They usually carry their laptop with a sleeve, the whole thing like that. So this was designed for you to put even a 15, 16-inch laptop, just slot it there. Very nice to think of that. Another thing for ladies, on the other side, yep, this one, you can hang your handbags and other stuffs over here, which is, again, very thoughtful. Not many car makers would think of that. Another thing is Volvo seats. In a lot of premium car makers, right, when you buy the lowest end car, they give you a cheaper seat. But Volvo gives you the top of the line, top spec seats, even in this entry level C40. So this is really, really nice, all right? Just compare with other premium makes around this price point. You look at their seats, how they finish it, then you will realize this is highly, highly finished, all right? And all these are very practical. You can put a large tissue box here. Not many cars can do that, again. And I think that's why this platform, this car sells. Now we have a new front, which some of you may not have noticed. Of course, the EV would have covered up the grille because it doesn't need breathing, but the headlamps, it has now been facelifted to a sharper headlamp. So overall, the car looks livelier, and I think it will still remain as a very popular choice amongst whether it's EV buyers or ICE buyers, but ICE no more, so you can only buy EV, I guess, and or the hybrid version. So yeah, but this one is only EV. And there's a compartment here, the hidden compartment that you can put a backpack in, all right, in the bonnet. So yep, as a sporty lifestyle
EV that has really practical range from the premium marks, I think this is, to me, still one of the best lah. Or if not, still the one to go for. About 280,000. Should still be very popular. Alright, gonna continue driving it and enjoy it, right? So now I'm only waiting for my condo to allow us to install our own chargers. Then I can fully embrace having EVs as daily cars. I'm fully convinced, my family members as well, that a daily car should be an EV, not a 4-litre bi-turbo V8 that needs the whole engine to be removed just to change fuel injectors. Yeah. And it should be very low maintenance. 5-year warranty, 8-year warranty on the batteries and all that. So, yeah man, everyday cars, EVs are the future. And this is one of the best for now. Right? Cheers.
Okay, we're leaving the Glades. And oh, my neck. How do I exit? Should exit here, right? So Josiah dropped by as well. Our Malaysian Olympic cycling Josiah. Oh, round 2! Yeah. Alright, go look at the streams. Bye bye. Bye bye. Did you had a good day out with Daddy?
Yes.
Or it's just average?
It's too tiring.
It's too tiring. Well, we got our food. Excuse me, Kuli-san.